All right, welcome to the United Matters channel. Garnacho to Napoli transfer accelerating as revealed to us by very many journalists. And by the way, it was refuted when Di Marzio put out this post, but I'll speak right now. Looks like United and Napoli are set to obviously carry out a very huge discussion on how this deal should obviously happen, meaning that they're okay with Garnacho leaving. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And let's obviously start it off with Arena Napoli that came up and obviously told us the following about this Alejandro Garnacho deal. They told us that Napoli are serious about signing Alejandro Garnacho and want to complete the deal as soon as possible. Garnacho is the man chosen by Antonio Conte to replace Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, here we go to PSG. Was announced earlier this week by Fabrizio Romano. 70 million euros is the fee that was put onto the table, though the side of Napoli wanted 80, but PSG went ahead to obviously offer 70 million euros, and this deal was given green light, and that's how everything went ahead to happen. To say to it that this guy obviously signs for the side of Napoli. Sorry, for the side of PSG, and his departure will obviously call in for the manager of Napoli to obviously look for a replacement. And guess who the replacement has been identified as? They've gone ahead to identify the replacement as Alejandro Garnacho. And after that, then Di Marzio came up and told us the following, that Napoli sporting director met with Alejandro Garnacho's agents to understand the feasibility of the transfer. Man United have asked for 70 million pounds. This is considered too much by Napoli. The feeling is it needs to be a different price for Napoli. Walk away. All Napoli walk away. So the sporting director of Napoli met with the agents of Alejandro Garnacho, and that meeting was in Barcelona, Spain. And when was it Alfredo came up and obviously said that personal terms have been agreed between Alejandro Garnacho and Napoli, I saw some people refuting those rumors, and I was like, please, if there is interest reported by Di Marzio, who is in Italy, then that means something is really happening. And right now we've gone ahead to be proven right that United want to sell Alejandro Garnacho, but they want 70 million pounds. And guess what? The side of Napoli is like, that's wide off the mark. We can't obviously meet that price. And I think Napoli is acting like this because they know to it that United have to sell to buy players during the January transfer window. And that's why United had always gone ahead obviously put 3 players on the market that are really homegrown: Rashford, Garnacho, and Kobe Mainoo. That is it. So I think for Garnacho, he's leaving, though in the recent past or in the previous 2 games that he has gone ahead to play, he has really looked good. And he was responsible for that assist for the leveler when you're playing against Liverpool. And when we came up to play against Arsenal, he provided an assist for the goal of Bruno Fernandes, the first goal. And I think the board of Man United doesn't see Alejandro Garnacho as our very own. I think because they got him from Atletico Madrid, was there at the age of 16 or 17, and he differs a lot from Rashford and Kobe Mainoo, because for Rashford and Kobe Mainoo, I think he has been at Manchester United Academy since he was 5 or 6. Rashford has been here from the academy since he was 7 years of age. So they mean a lot to the board of Man United. But for Alejandro Garnacho, it's very easy to obviously dispose him of because they bought him for less than 400,000 euros from the academy. from the academy of Atletico Madrid. He came in through during the summer of 2020 during COVID, and he has been here for only 4 years. You understand? Meaning that he came in through when he was 16 and he has clocked 20 years of age. That is Alejandro Garnacho for you. So I'm 100% believing that Alejandro Garnacho is also okay with the departure from Manchester United because of how the manager is obviously treating him, and looks like he's like, let me go and find a team that is really going to respect me and respect my game to the fullest. So after that, we have a guy known as Peter Hall. He has come up and told us that Napoli are interested in signing Alejandro Garnacho this month, with Man United willing to part ways if a fee of between £50 million to £60 million can be agreed. And this is a freelancer sports journalist from Reuters, Sky Sports, and so on and so forth. Meaning that United noted that for them to obviously help the manager strengthen his squad, they need to sell players. And if they are to get in money that they are going to spend, they need to get in what we call pure profit by selling in these players who have been here, and they've gone ahead obviously groom them, and one of those players is Alejandro Garnacho, and that's why United is looking to obviously move on Alejandro Garnacho, and Garnacho is also okay with leaving the club of Manchester United because he believes that they are not on the same page with the manager, that is Ruben Amorim. Then Gazzetti has come up and told us that Alejandro Garnacho is open to the idea of Napoli's proposal. His salary would not be a problem. Man United are demanding for £67 million, while Napoli would only put £38 million, including bonuses, on the table. Now, £38 million, I think United won't let the player go. At that amount of money, he's going nowhere. I know he can only leave at a fee between 50 and 70 million pounds, because I think Garnacho last season performed very well, and this season he has gone ahead to obviously perform very well, because in the FA Cup he has an assist. In the Carabao Cup, I think before we got knocked out, Alejandro Garnacho came up and represented to the fullest. You know, in the Premier League, Garnacho has 3 goals and 1 assist. Then EFL Cup, 3 goals and 3 assists. UEFA Europa League, 6 games, 1 goal. And Community Shield, he had 1 goal. You understand? So if you add these goals, those are 2, those are 5, those are 8. He has 11 goals this season. That is Alejandro Garnacho. And if you've played half of the season and you're having 11 goals, I think you deserve to obviously go for not less than £50 million. But it will depend on how desperate Man United is really going to be like, because they need to sell, and Ruben Amorim is like, you guys told me that you really have money for me to spend. And I think this was well scripted by Ineos when Ruben Amorim came in through. They told him that, I think, this is what I think, make life hard for Rashford, Garnacho, and Kobe Mainoo, because these are the players that we can sell and really get you the players that you want at Manchester United. And out of those 3 players, I was really perturbed with why Kobe Mainoo was really up for sale. And I'm like, he's one of those players that is replaceable. You know, to get a player who is at 19 and playing like Kobe Mainoo, it's hard in the world, you get. But for Garnacho, you can get very many players, even from the academy, that you can really bring on, that can really even outsmart him in how he plays. Rashford, for me, I thought it was time for him to go. So if it's Garnacho leaving, I'm okay with him to leave, because I know we can get in other players that can obviously perform even better than him. You understand? Him and Rashford, if they leave and we get like £90 million, I think that can help us. If we can get 50 for Garnacho and 30 or 40 for Rashford, I think that will be pure profit. If we're having in £80 million, it will help us not only during the January transfer window, but also during the summer transfer window. That's, I believe. So that's why I had very many question marks on. That's why that Why is it that the money has fallen out quickly with the homegrown players? But good enough, my man Kobe Mainoo came up and represented and is really looking good into the mix. So I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Garnacho to Napoli accelerating and him very open for the move. Bye bye. See you later. Southampton United game on next.